First, you'll want your address and the date, of course. Then the salutation and the main part of the letter. And finally, the complimentary close and your signature. You'll want even margins, and you'll want the page well aligned.
Is there anything more analog life than good old pen and paper? I don't know, I don't think so. You know, I remember when my grandmother used to send me letters, it was like the highlight of my day. In second or third grade, they made us write to some of our favorite people, and some of the kids in the class got autographed pictures back, and you know, I remember how excited everyone was. That's why I decided recently to write 40 letters to mostly random strangers from like 14 different countries.
At the end of the day, when you come home from work and you look in your mailbox and there's a letter from somebody who's just telling you a story, that's really nice. Sometimes I just see something on the street that reminds me of somebody. Instead of texting them or sending them a picture, I write them a letter about it. I just tell them the story of something that happened.
I'm here with Caroline from CW Enterprise. She's going to take me through her pencil shop.
There's France, Switzerland, Germany, US, Portugal, Japan, Denmark, basically any country that currently manufactures pencils.
So I said 40 letters, I'm going to write 40 letters. I'm going to start right here in Bryant Park. So my plan is to just pick up little things as I go along and write on them and send the letters out from different places here in New York City, and to shoot the experience of writing all of these letters. I feel like today is a good day to start with the UK folks, because it's rainy and kind of gross, and it feels like I imagine London is, even though I've never been. All right, so I'm gonna go search for some paper to write these letters to you guys on, but I decided to make envelopes out of these maps. So I was kind of struggling to find paper here in the park. I thought about opening up a coffee cup and writing on that, or maybe finding, I don't know, something else. But then I started rooting around in my bag see if there's anything cool paper-wise, and I found this copy of The Stranger, and I thought, hey, The Stranger, that seems perfect. So I'm gonna rip a few pages out of this and write letters on that. So I got an address from this couple in Boise, and their message reads, "Just a guy and a girl living in this world playing the wait and see game with this guy off the internet." So I decided they sound cool, they sound fun. I'm gonna send them something written with this rainbow pen that I bought off our friends over at CW Enterprise. I got one, someone didn't leave their address, they just said, "Hi, I think you're cool." I think you're cool too, whoever wrote that. Who else? What else we got? And the only other message I really got was a guy from Orlando who said, "It's been roughly 10 years since I received a handwritten note, letter, etc. in the mail. Nostalgia at its best. Wouldn't mind experiencing this again." Well, you have one coming your way.
I'm gonna run here to this Soho Art Materials store and grab something to make something for you guys.
We're gonna see what the damage is on stamps on these bad boys.
So everything just needed these international regular stamps, $1.15 per stamp. Pretty cool. They're like, it's the moon. What's up? I'm gonna drop the first piece of mail in the mailbox right now. Bye-bye. So what I tried to do is put something individualized and interesting into each one of you guys' letters. So some people got little doodles, some people got special bookmarks, some people got something, from my personal life. I even found a Portuguese diaspora newspaper that is for people who live here, but it's in Portuguese.
So it's unlikely that I will have gotten through all 40 letters. First of all, I kind of underestimated what it takes to write 40 letters and send them and mail them and seal them and do all of that stuff and do it in a unique and interesting way. You mess up, you have to mark it out, and they see that you made a mistake there, or you decide to rewrite the whole thing again. I went through like a whole spiral bound notebook full of paper in writing these letters. The other thing that I didn't think was gonna be so hard was I promised everyone this note about myself that no one else knows. And, you know, I could think of 10 off the top of my head, but 40 off the top of my head is really hard. And so some people got some ones that were more exciting than others. Sorry, guys. I hadn't felt that feeling of your hand cramping in a long time. I mean, if I'm writing anything, it's to jot down a note at most now. Also, with this pen, I have to refill the ink. Trying to write a unique letter for someone you don't know is pretty hard. I know I said I'd write 40 letters, but I've actually decided I'm gonna write 65 to everyone who's submitted. Why? Because I like receiving letters. I know you guys like receiving letters. And it's a hell of a lot It's a hell of a lot letter. And it's a hell of a lot better than receiving bills. So yeah, there you go. I'm done complaining. I've already said my hand hurt. I've already said I had to refill the ink. I've already said that I had handmade some of the envelopes and had to think of something unique and interesting to put into each of them. I just hope you guys enjoy them as much as I enjoyed making them. Hopefully you can excitedly write me back. And maybe you'll end up in a future episode of Analog Life yourself. Am I gonna keep writing letters? I don't know. Probably not. Maybe once in a while more. I don't know. But I started the project because we're all connected to our phones 24/7. And I just wanted to step away and try and do something different for a little while. And thank you very much for that aversion. I hope you had a great week. I'll see you next week. And don't forget to subscribe. Episode on it. That's what I'm doing. Fountain pen or maybe a really cool pencil.